I'm just out on the roof terrace and there's a storm over in Albufeira. You just make out the lightning. Can't hear any thunder yet. Wow, that was a big one. How exciting is that? Wow. So we're actually on Alt roundabout and we're just going to walk down to the Vigário, which is the waterfall. And if we had £1 for every time somebody asked us where it actually is, because it's not very well signposted, it's at the side of the cemetery here. So we're going to walk down and show you what it's like down there. We don't know how much water will be down there. Really like that plant. So you walk down the side. I don't know, they must have had lots of buses here at one time because they've got lots of, it's like queuing stands. But we're heading down the side of the cemetery walls. So these are new steps which go all the way down to the waterfall. Just let me listen. Yes, it is actually running. You can just hear it. So little view of out and the flag, and just pan round. There we go. Sunlight hitting the orange groves. We're heading down there. And this is all newly built staircase. How's Belle managing? The grass down here is so lush and Bella absolutely loves it here. Some olives here, nearly ready for picking that. So this area is so lovely. There's no words for that, is there really? I have mentioned it in some discussions over Facebook. Should be really dismantled, I think. But yeah, you can get a much better view here of the staircase. So the waterfall is actually running a little bit, and you'll get the scale of how actually deep it is when we walk down. In winter, this thunders down. So it's been a bit of a funny week, hasn't it?
Yeah, I've been trying to convert my construction qualifications into Portuguese because we aren't a part of the EU anymore. Well, if you've got your qualifications in England, it's a lot more difficult now. So I'm trying to navigate the field, and I keep coming to dead ends.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a strange week really, because we were supposed to go out on Monday and show you a 15-hectare house with a ruin, and we got rained off because of thunderstorms. We've had thunderstorms for at least 3 days. Thunderstorms through the night, which has been fabulous. And then we had a bit of uncertainty. We had a bit of uncertainty over the guy who's actually buying our property. So we felt like we couldn't move forward with buying the other property, but now he's confirmed that he's happy and everything, so we're back on track with going ahead and buying the property, which is the farmhouse. So we're sort of very relieved. We've got a date now that we have to be out, which is the 8th of November. So that's exciting. So this used to be one of our favourite spots.
Yeah, well, it still is one of my favourite spots actually.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, so our projects won't be starting for at least another 6 weeks, so everything's still on track.
Yeah.
Now, once we've got the qualifications, my qualifications hopefully sorted. If not, it means I'll have to employ a builder, which of course I'm a qualified builder, because that's the law of Portugal. You have to have if you're doing a massive knockdown job or renovation job, which exceeds a certain budget, you have to have a project. So that could be a bit of a pain, but I'm pretty sure we'll be able to navigate again around that. On the other side of this scale, we are now looking at buying a tractor, which I'm going to teach Angela, because I'm not a good farmer at all, but she is very good at growing things.
What I want to do is clear some land between the orange factory and the front of the house, and I'm going to try and get some grass seed, and Bella just deserves her own lawn. So that's what I'm going to try and do. And as Abe's reminded me, the very first thing that he's going to do, his priority is to put a toilet in. But yeah, we're going to be ordering a polytunnel, and I want a really big polytunnel. These are the kind of things that we're looking into. We're looking into purchasing solar and
Irrigation.
We need a bore pump.
Also looking into buying solar. The main energy company is EDP. Now they will do a contract with you if you want to put solar in, and for €3,000 you can have an entire solar system built. But I don't think the solar system is, as far as I can tell, adequate enough via the EDP. It's only like 1.2 kilowatts, which
Not enough.
Which isn't enough now.
We've also seen windmills, haven't we, Abes?
Yeah, we've seen wind turbines, but
Yeah.
again, it only generates something like 750 watts. Again, it'd be okay for certain situations, but it's a big investment for a low turnout. So it would be definitely solar would be the way to go.
Yeah. It's funny, when we first came here, on an evening, you never used to get wind for the first 2 years. I mean, wind.
Yeah, I blame that on the curry.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that. No, but on an evening, the wind actually does start to pick up. So maybe thinking about some kind of turbine on the roof might be something to think about. It's all these things. And I said to Abe last night, you know, I'm 57, Abe's 50 in a month or two. And it's like we're going to be learning so much. I know Abe's a qualified builder and I've done design before. We've renovated this house. But it is another learning curve, going off-grid, growing all your own fruit and vegetables, trying to be sustainable, learning about permaculture. All these things, it's like a new world that we're going to be opening up to and learning about. And obviously, on an evening where we are also looking at other YouTubers that have gone through that. So I think our biggest issue here in the Algarve is going to be the climate, definitely during summer. I think for about 8 months of the year it's not going to be an issue, the weather, but the 4 months from, I'd say, June to September, it's really hot here. So it's going to be trying to put crops in the ground and giving them enough shade and water. Obviously that's going to be our top issue.
Yeah, navigating the legal system in Portugal can be quite a nightmare, really. Some people just build and hope for the best. Now, when it comes to if you want to sell the property later on, if you don't have the property legalised, it can be very, very difficult to sell the property.
Well, you can lose money, can't you?
Yeah, you can lose money, and they also can come along and say knock it down.
Yeah, they could.
So I always play on the safe side, unlike Angela. I always play on the safe side.
That's the thing. Abe goes by the book.
Yeah. Well, I believe in going by the book because I was taught to go by the book. And if you shortcut, that's where you end up with disasters, and always looking over your shoulder.
With the house, we're literally going to be building probably 2 meters out at one point and bringing it over 2 meters, and I know that Abe is more than capable of doing that. And for me,
Yeah, but it's illegal ramifications. You have to have an architect to submit
I know,
drawings.
but this is the thing for me. It's like we're going to have to pay for engineers, we're going to have to pay for builders.
Maybe not the builder.
Maybe not, but the architect and engineer, and hopefully Abe will be okay. And for me, for that small amount of area, I know myself, if it was just up to me, I'd be really naughty and I'd just build it.
Well,
But that's me. Abe wouldn't. He's going to do it by the book. It's with the ruin as well. What we're wanting to do is to put a roof on it. Again, we have to apply for planning for that. I'd have just put a roof on it, but that's me, and this is where I'd get unstuck, and Abe does it by the book.
This is how short and little rain we've had. When we first moved it out, the water here was there.
Yeah.
And that's how low the water is now.
You can't probably get any scale on it.
But it will fill.
How deep do you think it is?
Well, people used to dive off into the water.
Yeah.
And that tells you how deep it was.
It's usually, it's about as tall as a house.
Yeah.
It is about as tall as a house.
Yeah. It's as tall as a house. But right now, this is the driest point
Yeah,
of the year.
and we've had thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms for like 3 days, so it's just started to...
But when it does rain heavy, in the rainy season, that actually comes out at a very vertical angle.
It thunders down here.
Yeah, and it really
And all this here is underwater where I'm standing.
But it's good.
She absolutely loves the grass. Look at her running. We usually bring a ball down and we've forgot to bring a ball. Bad mummy and daddy. So we're going to walk up a different way. We're going to walk up past the bees. There's a few beehives. It's where they make the ALTE'S honey. So we're going to be walking up that way. So Abe's gone that way. Little Belle's gone that way. Come on, little Belle. So tiny the amount of times that you think, oh, where is she? Come on, Bella. So, just in the distance, just down here, and just make out the little beehives where we get our ALTE'S honey from. A wonderful place to be. So the waterfall is literally the back of the cemetery. It's signpost Vigário.